what we got here is a random album wheel. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin this wheel. It's going to give us an album, and we're going to listen to that album live and put it on a tier list, every song from A to F. And by the end of it, we should have a score for that album. We have everything from every genre, maybe not every genre, but we're going to continue to add to it. And we have a bunch of variant artists in here too, some repeats, of course, but some really terrible albums, some really good albums. So let's see what we get. Okay, this is an interesting one. Midair, Paris, Texas. Mixed reviews on this. I've seen a lot of people like it from the public, Reddit, people who commented on Anthony Fantano's video were in disagreement with his review. I think he gave it a light 2 or a light 3. I like some songs on it. I haven't really given it an in-depth listen, but I think we should just jump into it. Enough yapping. All right. Midair, Paris, Texas. How many songs do we got here? 16 songs, 15 minutes. 50 minutes. Starting off with 10:37. Let's go. All right. My biggest problem with Paris, Texas a lot of the time tends to be some of just their weird lyrics that they throw in that just kind of seem like they couldn't think of anything else to say. Like the one in 10:37 here, we have, "Don't know who you fucking with, and this is not a glory hole." That's crazy. But I mean, the production was good. It was pretty catchy. I feel like they were living kind of like, obviously it's a group of two, as you can see in the picture here, but these two are almost living like split personalities, I kind of want to say. Like the first guy says in the first verse, "It's a must that I die for my bitch, I'm baby Romeo," kind of saying that he's, a girl's guy type thing. And then the next guy goes on to say, "She came over late and left my house without her fucking soul." And then, "Hoes getting past like memories, not monogamous." So, kind of on opposite spectrums here, but I kind of like it. Just a couple bad lines. I don't think it's bad enough to be C, because the production kind of does carry. So I'm going to throw it in B, I think, for now. Next up, we have Split Screen. So let's just jump into it. All right, Split Screen. I kind of have similar complaints to what I did about 10:37. I think the production is pretty good, but some of these lyrics are just insane. I feel like both verses, they were just kind of forcing rhymes, so like that just turned into a yap fest. Like, in my past life I was an otter, way I backstroke in that water. I don't know if I'm missing something, but yeah. And just kind of the same sort of thing in the next verse, like, "Walked up in the building, had one hand on my phallus. Walked up in the building, treat this bitch like it's my palace." Like, it's just forced a little bit. I don't like it as much as 10:37. Probably C. Yeah, C. All right, now we got D&D featuring Kenny Mason. I like Kenny Mason. I fuck with Kenny Mason. I think he has some good bars, some good songs. He has a couple features with Denzel Curry, so if Denzel likes him, he's got good taste. He's got to be picking good guys. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, it's again just kind of the same thing with D&D. There's just some insanely unnecessary lines in here that are just forced because they want to rhyme. Like, "Shawty 5'1" and she busty. Shawty 5'1" and she fussy. My children around, so no cussing. I'm in the cut where it's pussing. Like, just brutal. And then the next one is, the last like verse, the beginning of it is just completely useless. Like this should just be cut out entirely. Yo, there's a tumor in my gums. Met my sister at the dentist just to see if he could drain it out. Blah, blah, blah. Something about root canals. Hopefully by the time you hear this, it's taken out. By anyway, there's more important shit to frown about. Like, yeah. There's more important shit to talk about too, I think. So probably could have cut that out as well. Honestly, it's really hard. Before I like dove into the lyrics of the song, I really enjoyed it, and then just going back and kind of hearing shit you didn't hear maybe the first, second, or third listen, it's like, what are we doing? And it's just tough for me to let go. But anyway, next up we got Sean Jared, so we'll run that. Sean Jared kind of doesn't have that lyrical cringe moment to it, which is nice, but they were just kind of not saying a whole lot, you know, which is fine. I mean, it was pretty fun. It has that like high pitch voice that throws me back to like Saturation vibes of Brockhampton. I'm getting a lot of Brockhampton vibes, honestly, from this. The more I listen to it, but I think C tier. I mean, it's just like I don't know how often I'd go back to this or when I would. Yeah, C tier. And then we got closed caption, so let's run that. Closed caption kind of is a grand beat. You know, it kind of hits you in the face. It's exciting, kind of, I guess. The lyrics are insanely dark. Like, I don't know if you could ever play this in a public setting and have people take you seriously after. I certainly wouldn't, but yeah, that's the thing about it, is like, when do you listen to this, right? It's dark. I was treating women like experiments. I ain't certified to be no doctor or a therapist. They got way too many problems and I wasn't hearing it. Alright, buddy. Yeah, I think just trying too hard to be dark, and it's just a little too much, a little cringe, a little bit. I don't know. Tough to put into words how I feel about this, but I'm gonna. I think D. I don't like it. Yeah, that's where it is. All right, Bullet Man's next. All right, for Bullet Man, there isn't necessarily any of that nonsense that we've kind of seen with other songs, but they're also just not really saying a whole lot. I don't really understand the point of this song. It's just they like shooting, I guess, man. That's like the basis of this song. They like shooting their clips out their whip at the kids, at the bitches, and reload the clip. There's not a whole lot to it more than that. And the ending is quite repetitive. I'm feeling a D. I think. Is it that bad? I just like, I have like no feeling about it, so I guess that's more C. Like, I'm not leaning towards hating it, but it's a song, I guess. Yeah, next up we got New Whip. I'm gonna guess if Bullet Man was about unloading clips, New Whip's about a new car. So, yeah. Yeah, New Whip was pretty much exactly what we were expecting. They got a new whip and a new house. We missed out that part. Shocking twist in the New Whip sequel. They have a new house. But just some unnecessary lines in here again. Like, look at the money, it's heavy like acne. She ate my ass and you kiss it. Disgusting. Oh my god. Y'all too cooked, too burned, not raw. Y'all too late, we won, haha. Like, it's just. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. I just can't listen to these songs, like, in seriousness when they have some of these lines, bro. Like, it just hits you out of nowhere. It's like, what the? We're talking about New Whip, and all of a sudden. All right. From what I remember, this is my favorite song on the album from first listen. Panic. Music video is kind of portraying that setting as well, of just a panic. It's like a underground mosh pit in a fucking fight club is what it looks like. But anyway, enough yap. Let's just get into this. Yeah, Panic is definitely my favorite so far. Again, it just kind of has some weird lyrics. Like, they just constantly force rhymes. Like, they rhyme the last word of every line, and it's just so forced sometimes that, like, it doesn't even really make sense. It just turns into a yap fest. Like, this ain't for containing, you stupid little hoe. Ain't no point in saving when up the skull. I'm so good at singing the way I carry notes. They frame what I'm saying, treat that like pain. And it's like, that's not bad. Like, they do carry that rhyme scheme all the way through, but it's just like, what are they getting across? Is it just to say things that sound flowy? Like, there's just no, like, IQ behind the lyrics sometimes, I find. I don't know. That's how I'm feeling. Definitely a B for that one, so not the worst. Next up, we got Everybody Safe Until people are trying to kill you other than yourself, I think, is the message of this song. Meh. It's kind of alright, I guess. I'm just getting a lot of misogynistic vibes in some of these songs. Like, I don't know if they mean this shit. I doubt it. But if they do, they keep talking about therapy. Maybe they need it. I don't know. I can't say what I want. My conscience weighs a ton. There's nowhere I can run. I thought it would be fun if I grabbed everyone inside the room and decided they're all done and do them something foul, like burn them to the ground. I don't feel safe and sound. Like, I just can't tell if they're just trying to rhyme and, like, wow, that's fucking hardcore, dude, or if, like, this is like real. If something happens, that's premeditated, bro. No, they don't use that. They don't use music like that. I don't know. It's not D, but it's like, meh, whatever. Same sort of deal as the rest of them. It's just, there's nothing being said, I find, still. All right, we got Lift Off. Yeah, Lift Off is not getting off the ground, I don't think. Not for me. Really not for me. That's probably the worst song so far. It's just not good. They're not saying anything. They're continuously doing that same rhyming scheme at the end of the song or at the end of each sentence. And then he goes on to say at the end, ain't right, something ain't right, out of room, running out of room. Like, I don't know if you forgot or not, but you just burnt everyone in the room to the ground, if I'm not mistaken, in the previous song. So yeah, I don't think anything's right. So yeah, D for Liftoff. And now we got Earth 2. So it perfectly matches up. Lift off, nope, lift right back down. Now we're Earth 2.0, okay? Run it back. Earth, let's go. Earth 2 is where we don't fuck with anybody, boys. We do not fuck with anybody. That's what they have to say in this tune. Man, don't fit, eh? Do not fit. I'll throw it there. I'll clean it up. Yeah, this is C for me. Again, just some funny lines, forcing rhymes to the end of every sentence. Same old. I'm not going to go over that again. Funny line in here. Yes, I have got my dick sucked by people that I do not want to name. No, that's not what I said. You misread me. Please read that again. All right, let's go back. Yes, I have got my dick sucked by people that I do not want to name. No, that's not what you guys get the point. No, he did say that. That is real. That is out in the world for everyone to know now. So, it's tough. All right, Airborne, let's go. I'm going to jump in this bitch light. We jumping in this bitch light. Airborne, eh? I don't know. It's a lot of this is just getting very repetitive. Like, I feel like a lot of these songs could stand alone a lot better than how they do in a cohesive album from start to finish. Like, it's just feeling like we're doing the same thing slightly differently every time. A lot of repeating lines as well. A lot of objectifying of women. I don't know. I'm just kind of getting weird vibes the more I listen to this. Just strange. Just a very strange project. Like, I don't know if this is... It's just... They really just don't say anything. I don't understand how they can say so many words that just don't really have any meaning. Like, I don't know what they're talking about. So, yeah, it's a D. With my London bitch. Full English. Little Tizo touchdown feature. Not too bad. Not too bad. Very, very repetitive. And I mean very repetitive. With my London bitch is probably said 100, maybe 80 to 100. That's probably an overestimate, but a lot of times. Yeah, just, it's good to see some personal growth out of these guys. They're staying with one bitch in this song, which is crazy. Who would have thought, right? Yeah, no, that's good. Some funny bars, I guess, about English things. If you can call them that. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of British people that don't like Harry Potter, and it was mentioned a few times. But yeah, it's fine. Tizo Touchdown has a nice little vocal presence for a little brief period in the middle of that, so I think it's okay. Very repetitive, so if you don't like repetitive, avoid it, but I can enjoy it. Alright, next up we got Lana Del Rey, so let's go. Yeah, if you ever want to find the lyrics of the song, good luck. I mean, Lana Del Rey has a song called Paris, Texas, and if you search up anything with Lana Del Rey in the title and then lyrics afterwards, it's just going to find a Lana Del Rey lyric song. Like, I searched up Lana Del Rey, Paris, Texas, and it's just Paris, Texas by Lana Del Rey. I searched up Midair, Lana Del Rey lyrics. It just came up with Bel Air, Lana Del Rey lyrics. So I frankly have no idea what they said in this song, but I didn't really like the sound of it, to be honest with you. So I think I'm going to put this in D tier. Just because the fact that I couldn't find the lyrics because they named it Lana Del Rey, Paris, Texas, probably God well knowing what they were doing, so that we couldn't find their lyrics. Not that we really need to see them anyway. They don't really say a whole lot. But yeah, that just pissed me off. D tier. I don't care. That's where it's going. Next song, Ain't No High. God damn. We jerking on the back end of tunes now. We are literally... Oh my god. I mean, like, there was some hope for this, honestly. Like, it was kind of like a soft beat, a little softer anyway than the rest of this, and kind of personal. But the end, like, I don't... know if they have someone who just tells them like, hey, like, let's think about this realistically. When can someone play that anywhere? Like, it's just pop, sounds of popping pills, zipper, someone gooning, and just moans, man. Like, oh, like, you can't play that anywhere. You can't play that at a party. It plays on, and people are like, yo, what the fuck, dude? Did you just accidentally open your Safari history? What's going on here? Like, dude, it just, when do you play this? I don't. No, it's a D. That's crazy. If it start at 3 minutes and tell me you don't feel the same way. Start at 3 minutes. Insane. Okay, We Fall. Last song. Let's go. Yeah, halfway through that song, I went on a little wander in my brain and was just thinking about the last 30 seconds of the song. And honestly, it's got to be an F, I think. Oh my god. Just go listen to that. It's probably not that crazy, but like what I'm saying is like you can't listen to that. Like that's something you play like almost like Happy Ending by Hobson and be like, yo, you guys, you gotta see this. Like this is crazy. Why would you put this in a song? That's kind of what it's like. It's just like filter yourselves out a little bit, boys. Anyway, yeah, this was a little long. Just a couple bad lyrics again. They're getting into that rhyming, the end of every sentence. She want anything but a job. I was doing anything for the jaw. I can only feel something when it's raw. Yeah, anyway. This is my tier list for Paris, Texas, Midair. Depending on how much you like weird one bars that are just terrible. I don't know. Me personally, I hear that shit once and I'm like, what the hell was that? And it's just there. I'll never not hear it. And it just pisses me off. So that has a lot of say into where some of these songs went. And then by the end of it, it was just very repetitive. Like I just felt like they were doing the same thing, just slightly differently every time. And then the last 45 to 30 seconds of Ain't No High is just completely unnecessary and just go listen to it. Preferably in front of your mom and younger siblings. And you tell me what happens there. So, yeah, that's Midair, Paris, Texas. Honestly, I thought this was better, but I only really listened to it with the one-off songs that I want to play. So as a cohesive project, it just doesn't flow nice. And yeah, I mean, putting it all together, we're looking at a D+ to a C- at best. So, yeah, Paris, Texas, Midair. That's it.